Hello again, all you fine-looking, happy people in recovery. We thank you for joining us. If it's your first time, we hope you'll find something here that will be helpful for you. And we encourage you to leave a comment, ask a question, make a suggestion on what you'd like to hear in the future, or simply share your experience, strength, and hope. And if you're a returning visitor, well, you know the drill. But we are grateful that you've taken the time to come back again. We're going through the principles behind the steps, and I'm discovering things as we go on. That a lot of these principles are available in more than one step, more than one step in a tradition, behind world search. They're everywhere. So we're picking one major principle for each step, and we're talking on that. And today it's on step 6. And the principle behind step 6 is self-acceptance. And if you're like me, that didn't come easy. It started back when I was a young child and was never able to live up to expectations placed upon me by the man that I thought was my father. I could never do it good enough. I could never do it fast enough. No matter how hard I tried. I tell people I thought my name was "you little bastard" until I was 9 years old, because that's how I was addressed. Not by my name, but by that phrase. It's very hard. Then I discovered alcohol and drugs, and guess what? It made me feel like somebody. I got over the insecurities. I got 10 foot tall and bulletproof. But it turned around and bit me in the ass. Because once I became addicted, I started doing things that I was ashamed of in order to get my drugs and alcohol. So the very thing I looked to help me with my self-esteem took that away from me. I became a junkie, and I knew what society thought of junkies. So it was very, very hard to find anything that I could see good in myself. I was a liar, I was a cheat, I was a thief, a manipulator, all those things. And every time I did something that I knew was wrong, it took just that little bit more of my heart away, because I knew it was wrong. And I knew I shouldn't be doing it. But I had to if I wanted to keep the pain of withdrawal away. When I found the 12 steps of recovery and walked through them with a good sponsor, an amazing thing started happening. I started to like myself. I started to accept myself exactly as I was. And Dougie, my sponsor, used to say, if you want to be a kind and loving person, just go do kind and loving things. You become a kind and loving person. You know, God loves us just exactly as we are. But He also loves us too much to leave us there. There is only one constant in the universe, and that's that things will change. And in recovery, we have the choice of which way they're going to change, either for the positive or for the negative. When I was using, I had no choice. Because of the craving, because of withdrawals, because of all those things, I had no choice. I went and did negative things. Coming to recovery has given me choice. There is good and bad in all of us. We just have to choose what we want to operate from. Reminds me of a story I was told by an elder, and it's the story of two wolves. A young man went to his grandfather and said, "Grandfather, I am confused. I don't know what to do. Part of me wants to be kind and loving and do good things to people. Yet there's a part of me that gets angry and wants to harm people. And I'm confused. I don't understand why I am this way." And his grandfather looked at him and said, "My son, inside of everyone is two wolves, a white wolf and a black wolf. And the white wolf is love and compassion and kindness and caring. And the black wolf is selfishness and anger and violence. And they are constantly at war, trying to gain our soul." And the young man looked at his grandfather and said, "Well, grandfather, which wolf will win?" And his grandfather looked back at him and said, "My son, the one you feed." In recovery, we have a choice which wolf we wish to feed. But we're fallible. We're human. Even though our intention is to do good, sometimes we fail. We do the wrong thing. Accepting that allows you to walk free of the guilt and the shame. We no longer have to carry the guilt and the shame. If we accept ourselves and we love ourselves, we can get through life without that. If you continue in recovery, an amazing thing is going to happen for you. You will start to become comfortable in your own skin. And I can tell you from experience, living in the same skin with somebody that you despise is not comfortable. Because I did it for years. I despised myself. Yet I was trapped in here with the one that I despised. It was only when I came to recovery and discovered that I am a normal human being that has the capacity for good or evil, and learned that I have a choice, was I able to walk away from the negative and start accepting myself exactly as I am. So do yourself a favor. Be gentle with yourself, especially if you're new in recovery. Work towards that which you wish to be, and be understanding with yourself if you fail from time to time. Remember, one day at a time, and if you mess up a little bit today, you do what you can to make amends, and you start tomorrow, fresh and new. Keep working towards what you wish, and eventually you will have it. I invite you to come back and follow what we're doing here. It is our true hope that we can help establish a community of recovery in which people feel safe. Until we meet again, it is my true prayer that we walk hand in hand with each other and with our higher power. Bless you. Shalom.